standing outside at the moment is a out around the ship is a customs inspector. Like in a captain's uniform, 2 more customs agents.
And we have just a crate of explosives we're walking with.
And that's all you. And there'd be a couple of guys, and there's a couple of guys who look like they're not like stormtroopers. They just seem to be sort of Imperial Navy troops, more or less.
Okay.
You don't, or they're sort of filling that role at the moment. They're
have they not gotten on board our ship yet?
No, they're just standing. They're just standing around it. They're standing around it, except for the one of the customs agents is yelling at what you know to be an empty ship for whoever's inside to.
I guess the explosives we have. I probably had my backpack with me, so I'm gonna just be like.
I kind of assumed most of them.
All those are in the backpack.
Took her in the backpack.
We're not saying they're holding a thermometer like, what do you want? And so
wait, that's illegal. Give me that. Okay, click.
Blow up our ship, and looks like we're stuck. So we're just gonna walk out and. I'm going to look at Haas.
So anyway, I stopped blasting.
and kind of as soon as you guys step out, they kind of turn towards you guys. And the customs, this sort of Imperial captain who's as snooty as you would expect for an Imperial captain.
I want to throttle the
yes, he has a very throttleable face.
You don't throttle a face.
You want to throttle this one.
I want to throttle this man's face.
Are we about to gaffy whack this?
Let's see.
He just sort of demands to know what you're doing here. Says that this is like this sort of moon or planet is restricted.
I didn't see any signs.
My friend here, the Nautilin, he's dying, unfortunately. He's got a serious disease, incurable. He's gonna die. And one of the last things he ever wanted to do was be on this specific desert moon and see the view from it.
Have you seen the pictures of Mars, like what the sky on Mars looks like? It's where it's just it's not even blue. It's just sort of just kind of gray, orange, kind of blue. And it's
as Haas says this, I am going to scan the horizon and look at him, and then just look back at the Imperial officers.
Roll me
just deadpan.
Roll me a 5 difficulty negotiation check.
The negotiation.
The Nautilin is drunk. Oh, the Nautilin is dying. I thought the same thing as soon as he started saying it.
Everything in the Nautilin has lots of issues.
Okay.
He just wants, in case they question him, in case they question who he says there's a problem with. He wants it to be not me, so I don't have to talk. Because I say things like, I didn't see a sign.
1 success, 3 threats.
What did you get?
He got 1 success and 3 threats.
He sort of gives you a regardless, we're going to have to search you and search the ship.
Alright, at this point I just quick drop. I start crashing.
Okay.
I think it's Gaffy Whack time.
I believe that is cool checks from everybody.
Can I say it's a vigilance? Because I did not see this.
Let me specifically.
He started
again what they say.
I'm just a lot more vigilant than I am cool. I
can never remember exactly which of the two they want you to use. So on.
3 advantages on my cool roll.
Yours is definitely a cool. I don't know if ours would be a cool or a vigilance, technically.
Can it be cool?
It's either going to be good for you or good for me. If it's cool, he's very cool.
Yeah, I think it is going to be just a cool from Jerry and a vigilance from everybody else.
Damn! Look at this. That was my cool roll.
Oh man,
I did not expect.
Yeah,
this.
I think literally only Boxus is like time to fight.
2 success, 1 advantage.
Okay, let me give you Boxus's thought process on this.
I mean, I was about ready to do the gaffy whack too myself.
But am I saying it? One thing is like, what if instead Haas walked up and he's like, "All right, you can search me," and then hit him with the axe, and that's what started it. Because then he's at least adjacent to it, right? Like, how far are these guys from us? Are they like short range from us right now? During this conversation,
the ships and some of the people are probably medium, and then a couple of them are probably the captain and maybe one of the sort of just like soldiers would be.
Let me give you the thought process behind Boxus just quick drawing on these guys. Haas has already told them for what I told them.
All I'm gonna say, Jerry, is you're straying away from the procedure of the gaffy whack. That's all I'm saying.
timing is key in the gaffy whack. All right.
I had 1 success to advantage.
I'm sorry we couldn't gaffy whack him, but I couldn't just stand there and just listen to this Haas just try to
What's vigilance
negotiate
under?
his way
Cunning?
to get them
Cunning.
closer, or you could gaffy
Right?
whack.
No, it's will.
Okay?
Vigilance is will.
So yeah, 3 advantages on my cool roll.
Okay.
2 success, 1 advantage.
1 success, 2 advantage.
Okay, so I'll be generous and just give you guys the top 3 initiative slots.
Because there's a tie.
3 advantages.
Well, I believe the first shot goes to our good friend Boxus.
Yeah.
Yep. Trying to think. Yeah, so I'll pull.
The captain is at short range, and one of the soldiers are both at short range. Everybody, the other 3 are at medium.
Go for the medium range. I
I'll go
don't
for
have
the
any
medium.
range.
I'll go for the medium range.
Okay.
And I'll aim. Aim.
Since
so
you have quick draw.
Yeah. That's how I like to build my characters too.
So since it's a medium, it's 2 purple.
Yep. Exactly.
2 success, 2 advantages.
2 success, 2 advantages. Okay.
On which one? Because there's like
there's
a customs agent and
there's 2
Marine.
customs agents and like just like a naval soldier.
The naval soldier.
Okay. So what? How much damage does your blaster do?
A lot. It's a heavy blast.
It does 10 damage.
Oh yeah.
And then I have the sight on it, so it's even better.
Yeah, he did. He even like with his soak and everything that
Takes
kills
care
him.
of business. Can I take the second shot here?
Yeah, unless Boxus wants to maneuver or anything.
Well, he did aim.
Nah,
Oh, that's true. You're right. Yeah.
I took 2 shots, so
I will draw the heavy blaster. And I'm going to try and auto-fire the other 2 medium range.
Okay.
They're both medium range customs people.
That worked pretty well for you the last time.
Yeah. I'm going to go for it again. Which is this. They're medium. So this. I don't get to aim. A failure and 3 advantages. So I blast. I don't hit them, but I get 3 advantages to spend. Which I'll just open the book because it's right in front
I was
of me.
about to say those should be just marked on there.
3 advantages. Ignore penalizing and
oh, wait.
Man, I don't ever need to plan out combat encounters. I can just trust on you guys to roll so many threats that I'm like, well, I guess I just need to have them get in a fight or something here.
I am going to use all 3 to give myself +1 range defense. until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So they'll have a setback die to shoot at me. So I'm doing suppressing fire.
Right.
I just like lay a layer of suppressing fire down across the threshold of them. And I had to draw my weapon, so that's all I got. I'll kind of like drop to a knee and just blast across in a line.
I vibro axe the officer guy.
Okay, yeah, you can totally move up to
You can close the distance. Just like... Blammo.
Let me keep track of everybody on board this Imperial Customs frigate, and as you kill them, that needs to go in front of Matty G.
Oh, it's the same color as mine, though.
Yeah,
So I'll have to be careful. Otherwise, I'll bamboozle myself.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Skler, I think you'll appreciate this. I made a actual concerted effort to always put a pencil with no lead on top of Matty G's character sheet before we met to play for like a couple months. So every time he would like pick it up and go, oh, toss it and grab another one. And I did it every single time. Because I'm a man who plays the long con. For instance, there was like almost a year where every time I'd go to my mom's house, I would slightly adjust a picture she had on the wall so it'd be crooked. Mm-hmm. And one time she finally caught me doing it, and she's like, I thought that there has been earthquakes or something. Like, she went on this big long rant because I was like at her house and I was like sitting in the chair and I like leaned back pretending I was stretching and then just slightly adjusted it behind me, and she caught me doing it that time. But I'm a man who enjoys the long con.
That's funny.
Kind of reminds me of... I mean, we only did it once, but it turned out to be a long con when Cusk and I put that macaroni and cheese air freshener in your pillowcase.
In my pillowcase, and I didn't realize it was... You put it in the pillow I didn't use in my bed, because there's 2 pillows on my bed, and I just never used that one, and then one time I rolled over onto it and like flipped it over, and someone like gouged me in the eye. And I was like, what is... And I pulled out a mac and cheese air freshener. I was like, what is even this? And it was like at least a year after.
It was like close to 2, I think.
Yeah.
It smelled terrible.
Ugh.
Oh, that was fun.
You monsters.
Yeah, it's just a
melee, right?
Yeah. What's the base damage of your vibro axe?
+3.
Okay. So how many successes?
3.
I'm guessing that hits the critical rating of the axe.
Oh, that's actually probably a good point. He is probably no, it's not successes. It's the critical rating is advantages.
Which he has threats instead, but it does have like vicious and other stuff on that.
It is a horrible wound. He doesn't die, but that is you just hit this man with an axe.
In the world of space and lasers, it's funny how effective and horrifying the axe is.
It's actually... I think it's your... He's taking more damage than I thought because it's your brawn plus.
Brawn plus the +3.
So your brawn is 3?
Yeah.
So it's a total of 9. Okay. He is still alive, but he's...
Even more horrific.
That is a horrible wound you have given this man by hitting him with an axe.
He is facing an agonite. He is screaming in pain
Yes.
right now.
He kind of just like stumbles away under the force of the blow. He is bleeding, which you don't see a lot when you fight with blasters. You can see bits inside of him. It's horrible. He's not doing well. So on their turn, he'll probably just kind of run for the ship. The guys that are on the ground will take shots. There's 3. There's him and then 3 others. So there'll be essentially there'll be a close range or a short range shot at you and a medium range shot at both of
Okay.
you.
Just remember to add a setback die for the one that shoots at me.
and for the one that shoots.
Because his super armor and me because of my advantages.
Told you I'll just go in.
Okay.
Order here. 1 success, 3 threats. You can spend those threats if you want. So that is a grand total of 7 damage.
Okay. So
and then I assume you're gonna soak.
I'll soak 4 of it.
Okay.
I'm just going to use 2 of it to give myself a blue on my next attack check.
Okay.
So it's 3 I take 3 wounds.
The shot at you, Jerry, is...
And I dodge, because I have the dodge skill.
What does the dodge skill do?
When targeted by combat check, may just perform a dodge. It's an active skill. Or it's a talent. It's a talent.
What does dodge mean?
May choose to immediately perform a dodge incidental. So, okay, so you choose how much strain you want to suffer. Or I guess you probably... No, you only have 1 rank in dodge right now, right?
You just bought the skill once, right?
No, I have it as a... It's a talent or a special ability for my class.
Yeah, but it's but you can buy it multiple times in the skill tree. So I assume you only have it once.
I got it once.
Okay, so you suffer 1 strain and his check goes up by a difficulty. No, it's upgrade the difficulty. So
okay.
So instead of that, it's that. And it's just a completely null roll, so he misses.
Do dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
Quick draw, blast him, dodge out of the way. That's pretty cool.
And then a short range shot at the giant terrifying man with the axe. Which is just 2 advantages. I don't know, he'll upgrade his own next check, assuming he gets one. And the captain's spending his turn running. And a couple more of the sort of just naval troopers appear at the loading ramp of the customs frigate.
Okay.
Sort of drawn by the blaster fire and noise and screaming, as it were. So we're back around to the top.
Just go in the same order, I say.
Yeah,
says I.
fine.
Go in the same order, says I.
Sure. So, let's see here. How many more do we have left? 3?
There are now. Okay, so the captain's out. The captain's outside. Both of these guys are outside, and 3 of these guys are outside. So that's there's 5 total outside right now.
Okay.
Including the very bloody...
Including the very bloodied captain, yeah.
Okay.
Who's just running back for the ship.
He can only move 1 range band, though, right? Mm-hmm. So he went from close to medium from us.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So next time around, he'll probably be able to get into the ship.
Not if one of us has anything to say about it.
Why not the captain? Let's do this. How far is he?
He's at medium.
Okay, so I'll take aim to get myself blue. 2 success.
Oh yeah, that's more than enough to kill him for sure. with the rifle you're using,
stumbling away, holding his axe.
That'll absolutely kill him. I'll just cross him out here.
Good work.
Yeah. Yep, that man is that. No, I do not need to check the damage of that weapon because there's no way he has enough
it's
left
10.
to survive that. Yeah.
The damage of the heavy blaster is 10.
Yeah, it's absolutely dead. Okay.
I will attempt to auto fire again. At the
Actually, I guess there were 6 outside, including the captain.
So
No.
So there's one that's like still adjacent to him, and then there's one near him and 2 near the ship and 2. So there's like 2 far, 2 medium, 1 close, right? Because 2 just stepped out of the ship.
Yeah, it's not quite far. It's probably still just medium.
Still medium range band.
It's just that they're kind of grouped up.
Then I'll aim and use my blue from that last one and attempt to auto fire again. And I have to upgrade the difficulty 1 to auto fire.
Right.
So it's 3 instead of 2.
Now, if it's upgrade the difficulty...
It says add a purple difficulty die specifically.
Okay.
3 successes, 2 advantages, which is 2 advantages what you have to spend to auto fire. So I'm going to hit both of the medium, like the closer of the 2. Okay. I'm going to hit both of them for 13 damage each.
Okay, I believe that's one of the customs officers and one of the gunners that go down.
So I blast a line across everybody that's like kind of suppressing fire, and then as I bring it back, I kind of aim in a little bit more and just blast those 2 down.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
I ask a question to the guy that's closest.
There is still a naval trooper near you.
Poor bastard.
He's lucky. 3 advantages, 1 failure.
Yeah, he is lucky.
You can give yourself a defense with that, so then they'll have 2 black setback die to try and shoot you.
Yeah.
If you want to spend those 3. That's what I did with my
probably
miss
what I
with
would
3
do.
advantages last turn.
Sheesh.
Just swing that over his head and he ducks underneath it. As his head drops, so does a turd in his pants, probably.
Okay, so he'll just immediately take a shot back at you. He just gets 1 advantage.
He misses.
Actually, sorry. I guess technically he was supposed to have a blue on that, but he doesn't hit. Still,
Did that just make it nothing instead?
Yes.
It was worse. Wait, he actually could have done better, but it was worse.
That's one of those. So there's a custom. So now there's so then there'll be a medium range shot at each. 1 success, 1 threat, which is unless you didn't give yourself.
It was until the end of my next turn, so I don't have that setback die anymore, unfortunately.
That's another 7.
Another 7. Okay. So I soak 4 and take 3 more wounds. Why are they hitting me and not you, based?
You can spend that 1 threat. I don't really know what you do.
I'll look into it while you do the other attacks, and I'll let you know.
Other attack. There's gonna be an attack coming at you, Jerry. Do you want to go ahead and spend a? You have to decide as they're making the attack if you're gonna dodge.
If they have strain, he suffers 1.
Another 1 strain, or is it?
Yeah, it'll just be. It's just 1 strain.
Yeah, why not? I'll do it once more.
Upgrade the difficulty. 1 failure, 1 threat. So that's another. I almost said swing and a miss. It's not a swing and a miss. He takes a shot at you and misses.
That was close.
The captain is dead. They've lost. They haven't lost quite enough yet to.
I was gonna say they only lost 2.
3. We killed the boss man, and I killed one of the other custom agents.
They've lost.
And then I killed 1 at the start, so 3.
4 total. Because I killed 2.
They've lost 4.
I killed 2 with the rapid fire.
I killed 2. Well, I killed 1 that pretty much Haas had already.
So the
turned into a dead man walking.
The
dead man walking, and then I.
The customs agent near you that you've been taking swings at is like he kind of he takes a shot at you and then just like turns and runs for the ship. The ones nobody else comes out of the ship. They seem to be kind of not sure if they should be picking this fight. So that's
Oh no! I don't like when I look up at Square and he's got a shit-eating grin on his face and he whispers, "I've got an idea."
So that's their turn. That's their turn.
Is your idea?
I'm just gonna take a shot at the guy who's running back towards the ship.
Okay.
And he's at what, medium distance at this point?
Yeah.
My idea is that
there we go.
I want to throw a frag grenade into the ship as they run into it.
3 advantages.
I think you have a frag grenade.
3 advantages.
Yeah.
He has dodged yet another attack.
But I can give the advantages to either of them.
Yep. Yeah, you can. Okay. You can spend. There's like a chart.
I think you can spend 2 of them to give anybody a blue. Or 3.
I'll spend 2 to give Apex a blue dice for his next attack.
And you could spend your other one to give yourself a blue die.
Yep. On your next attack.
Sure, yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Then I will use that, and I will aim, and I will go for the medium range ones. Like, there's 2 other people that are kind of at the base of the ship, right? Mm-hmm. I'll aim for the 2 of them, and I will attempt to auto-fire. Just 1 success. So I don't successfully auto-fire, but I do still hit 1 for 11.
Yeah, oh yeah. No.
So I blast a bunch, but it just hits the 1.
Stop blasting.
That's the only way. I blast him.
Okay, now there's one of them outside. And just one less of them overall. Yeah, that's your turn.
I'm gonna chase down the guy that's running away from me.
Guy, you can do that.
You're not going anywhere.
I can do that with a...
Welcome to the thunder.
Can I do that with, like, my action or whatever and swing at him?
Yeah.
You can maneuver.
That's what I do.
Unless he's faster than you are, your maneuver should catch you right up behind him.
I am an...
I mean, he is a famous
Another one.
4 successes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is way more than you needed to. Well, not way more, I guess, but that is more than you needed to kill him. So.
It's only 10 damage.
So.
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, he. You cut him down as he's running from you in terror.
Where's he?
At this point, it seems like somebody's more or less just yelling, like, we need to get out of here. These people are crazy.
We can't let him turn us in.
So the one sort of surviving... the one surviving guy outside of the ship becomes a surviving guy inside of the ship. And they close the ramp. They can't take off this turn, but they start getting the ship ready to take off.
Combat. If I had thought about it, I could have brought Droid. I'm pretty sure he could have helped us in this fight.
He could have done little zaps, but they might have broke him. Like he's not a super good combat buddy because if they like shoot him once, he probably dies, and then we have to buy a new robot. I mean, I could probably fix him, I guess.
He's basically the boar.
So he is going to be... We're going to have Spybot 1, Spybot 2, Spybot 12.
Can we give Droid a charge and have him put it on the ship and then as
I think you could probably mount a charge to him and use him as a suicide bot, but it doesn't have like arms that it could like set up and attach stuff.
Fair enough.
It's literally a camera that floats with a little blaster on the bottom of it and an antenna. So on our turns, I guess it still kind of turns back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, they can't they can't bring any of the ship's weaponry to bear against you guys on the ground. So for the moment, combat is suspended.
I want to dash over there and start attaching a charge to one of their wings.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go up and just like sprint up there, kind of slide along the sand, reaching in, like bring the backpack around. I'm going to take out a charge and I'm going to plant it on one of the wings and start setting it up for like a 30-second timer.
Okay.
Maybe
and
20
as he's doing that, I'm running to the ship to get it ready to be airborne right away.
Okay.
And Haas is just stand there watching.
Wiping blood off of his axe.
The dude, he probably kept running after them, and the dude was still like sitting there stuck to his axe. Just dragging the guy.
They don't seem to notice that you're fiddling with the wing. You're nearly knocked flat by sort of the takeoff.
Sure. And I will like duck down as it takes off. I'll say I set a 20-second.
Okay. So they make it
one demo charge.
They make it a short distance before the charge goes off and does enough damage to the wing to bring the ship down. Adding another much newer piece of wreckage to this planet. Nice big column of oily black smoke as the ship is burning off in the distance.
I'm going to go over to our ship and like get up onto the ramp and get my bike and come back down the ramp with the bike and be like, Haas, let's go make sure there's no other trouble. No witnesses.
Alright.
I'll roll a brawn check to see if there were... I'll roll a hard brawn check to see if there were any...
If you want a
daunting brawn check to see if there were any survivors.
Boxus, if you would like to get the ship ready to go and you can land near us and pick us up, we'll just go and make sure if there's any concussed survivors that Haas rips their heads off.
Alright, sounds good. You guys could yappy whack him.
This guy knows too much. This guy knows too much.
Those guys know too much. My friend over there knows too much. Blast.
In the words of in the words of Fezzik the Giant, there will be no survivors.
By
that I mean you find no survivors.
They're digging through the wreckage. They've all died.
Yes.
Okay. Good work, team.
Cool. We only killed 6 guys today.
Hopefully, fuck. I mean, like, how much information got... We need to go. There's going to be 2 TIE fighters here, and they're going to be here soon. At least those 2 dudes are coming. So we got to get on this ship ASAP.
Well, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm like 95% sure that they probably are aware that they just lost a ship. So.
I'm sure they sent out a distress beacon before they exploded. So we need to move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring the law. Bring the law. Bring the law. Bring the law.
You guys can get back into orbit, and wherever you're going, you can make the jump to hyperspace pretty unmolested.
For the time being, I think we need to stay in the outer rim, obviously, because that's the small bubble where we're welcome currently. I think we don't necessarily need to go back to Mos Eisley specifically, but do we want to just kind of jump back to Tatooine just for the time being?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know of how many total caches did this thing describe?
I don't know if I wrote down an exact number. There's
more than one.
Yes, there's quite a few. They're kind of spread out to some degrees all over the galaxy.
We could kind of go back to our wretched hive of scum and villainy, kind of regroup, and then go after another one. See if we find anything else valuable. I'd also, kind of like to track down some purveyor of wizard knowledge and see if they can tell me what this weird stick does.
If only we could track down a wizard, and that would be something.
Currently in my personal gear, there is wizard wand ? At the bottom of the list of personal gear.
Always blaming the wizard.
Always blaming the wizard.
Pretty wizard.
Sapphires.
I'm
can
bringing
get into
it
the
back.
cave of Garash.
I'm bringing it back.
I'm bringing it back.
So, question, how do I get rid of the strain, or does that go away after the combat's over?
Yeah, at least by the time you guys are back at Tatooine,
we definitely recovered a couple strain.
The strain will go away.
Okay.
And
I expended nothing.
Good day, sir.
Except for my fury.
How many days is it going to be?
Wounds, and I mean, it'll probably just be a day back.
So that'll be one wound that I'll heal. I'll attempt a medicine check on myself. Outrageous.
Yeah, anybody who has taken, I guess you were.
I'm the only person who got hurt.
As per usual, except for that time that Haas got, completely blasted.
He passed out.
I am not
That's 'cause
successful at healing any additional wounds on myself.
It was
So I just gained the one from the day back.
Can I do maybe an underworld check to see if I know anybody who might have any idea on the wizard?
Yeah, that'd be. We'll just do a hard check for that, I think.
It's just a failure. So no dice.
You don't know any wizards, and you don't know anybody who knows anything about wizards.
Nope.
The only person who knows anything is Haas. Did I say that right? The only person that you know that knows anything about wizards so far was Haas.
You know, they say that the true knowledge is knowing that you know that Haas knows nothing.
And you know that Apex can open a bunch of wizard cubes that have information in them?
How he did it, I'll never know.
Did I open just one box and that one wizard cube? Were the caches only in one wizard cube?
Yes, and the newest of them.
Okay. Then I'd say I have not opened any other wizard cubes because I stumbled into opening one of them. So I probably maybe tried but was unsuccessful with other ones. But for the time being, for the trip back, I'm going to start working on piecing the laminate armor together for my friend Boxus.
Let's do a... just do like a simple mechanics check for that, I think.
Simple being one purple?
Yeah.
Okay. Purple. Quite the purple.
Purple. One parpel.
I have a little X next to me. Oh, it's because... No? That's why medicine has a little dash next to it. I think... no, mechanics was skill in both. That's why there's no X next to it, I think. There might be something else I can do, but I'm already really good at this, so I'm not going to worry about it. A success, 2 advantages, and a triumph. I'll make the hell out of that armor.
Yeah, you can absolutely make some very nice... it looks exactly the way you imagine it to look.
So it's like... What I've decided then is that your armor is kind of like a cool... Well, you tell me what you think about this idea, because it's going to be on you. I picture like a super cool, kind of like outer rimmy, kind of piecemeal version of like almost ARC Trooper looking clone laminate, where it has like that one shoulder pad piece, and it's got like the pauldron piece on the side, and it's got, and I do some sort of like cool nautically paint job on it, maybe where it's got like something kind of tentacly in blue or green or something like that on the white panels of the armor.
I'm for it, 100%.
Hell yeah, because I think that's rad.
Do I get the badass helmet to go with it?
Does it work on a Nautilus? you got the dreads.
Probably. It was worth a shot.
I make you a really cool laminate headband that you can wrap around your space dreadlocks. It's basically a visor.
That's alright. I already have my enhanced optics. So.
Yeah, so you've got like some cool set of like goggles or something on. For your optics.
But no, I'm totally. I like everything you said about that armor.
Yeah. Is that acceptable?
Sure.
I think that's rad.
with a freaking pauldron, and then
and then you have the robe still like covering it partway too, which will be super cool looking with it. Yeah,
so it gives moments of the cool reveals.
So
you can throw it back, and you can see that.
Do I add that to my current armor, or do the stats
what
change?
The stats will change. Like whatever your current armor is, you'd be replacing it with laminate.
Okay.
Are you in just like padded clothing right now, or heavy clothing, or whatever it is?
I'm just in like armored clothing or something like that.
Because laminate is 2 soak.
Okay. And what I was wearing was 1 soak. Yeah, I was just wearing armored clothing. That's all I was. 2 soak in that.
Some pretty cool hardcore space scumbags. Picturing like what our crew looks like right now, it's pretty rad.
You're definitely not the stealth roguey space scumbag type. You're
really.
the knockoff space marine space scumbag type.
We were not the like. I mean, we do some like sneaking around and some like trickery, but it usually blows up in our face and we start blasting. So
We start blasting.
We got to do a lot of blast, and that's just what we got to do.
You have had to do some amount of blasting. That's
a non-zero amount of blast.
I can't argue with that.
We got a smooth talking guy. He talked us out of some ship combat earlier today.
Yeah.
You guys can return to.
Tired of using me as the butt of his stories. So I started blasting.
You guys can return to Tatooine without any further harassment.
Good.
You guys are just sort of once again in the position of...
The world is our oyster. Let's crack it open. I want to track down Dev. I've got questions. He seems like the kind of guy who would know things.
Like, should shake him down for sending us into a mission where we almost died.
Well, in his defense, the mission he sent us to was totally legitimate. We got a really good pay date for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I would like to just go to...
Are you guys landing in... Where are you going and where are you landing?
Let's land a little ways outside of Mos Eisley, I think, to avoid our ship getting recognized. Yeah. We'll land in the same spot.
Okay.
Where we weren't able to find it. No one would be able to find it ever again. It was so
including
good.
You.
Including us. 12 successes, 14 threats. You have hit it so well, no one will ever find it, including you. You step out of the ship, turn around, and it is gone.
Damn, we're good.
Damn, we're good.
No, you step out, you turn around, it's already been disassembled by Jawas.
That would be with, like, just straight failures down the line.
Nobody will find all of it ever again.
If you wanted to put this ship back together again, you would never be able to do it. Okay, yeah, you can land outside of...
And then I'll drive in on the bike. In our usual riding pattern, both of my arms straight out on either side, and Haas hugging me, saying he'll never let me go.
It gets less cool the more badass you all get.
It looks even more ridiculous with this massive dude in like battle armor, just like riding Ho on the back of the little. It's not that nice of him. Like, it's a nice, but it's not like a fancy speeder bike either. Like, it's a good quality, fast speeder bike, but it's not like... It is not a good look. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. I want to find Dev and ask him some questions about a couple different things. What do you guys want to do in town?
Yeah, I mean, I'll help track down Dev.
You did a good job last time.
I just ran into him. I was drinking my sorrows away because I couldn't find any way to offload these goddamn guns.
Hey, guess what? You got 5,000 credits in your pocket saying that you figured out a way to offload those guns.
Yeah.
I'll go to the cantina.
Go drink our sorrows away first, and then Dad will find us.
try to improve our status in this town. A little bit.
Okay, they're playing the same song as always.
Same song again. All right, same song. Nondescript.
They pretty much only stop.
Nondescript cantina music.
They pretty much only stop playing it when somebody gets shot. just long enough for everybody to recognize that somebody got shot, and then it's back.
And see if they recognize who got shot. And don't want to shoot whoever shot.
Okay, just make a
performance.
Yeah, if that's the route you want to go. I was gonna say negotiation. Just an average roll.
Negotiations,
definitely. How are you guys going about trying to find Dev?
Can I use a streetwise to?
Streetwise might kind of tell you like the places a scumbag like Dev's liable to hang out.
Would Underworld be a good?
That's gonna be. I mean, Underworld would tell you like who like would be just like recalling who might know where Dev is. Like,
okay.
You know, go around to the different.
I'll do an Underworld if you want to do a. The other one you were just talking, Streetwise.
My strategy would be to walk into a crowded place and yell, "Dev Mallior, you bastard!" and see who takes off running.
I mean, if he wasn't coming with me and actually being a legitimate help, then my plan was to just go to the scummiest bar I could and just walk up to the barkeep and be like, "Where's Dev?" And assume that he'd be able to point me in the right direction. What difficulty is the
Streetwise?
And the Underworld.
Just do average checks. I think is fine.
One success.
3 successes and a threat.
Three successes and a threat.
Yeah.
Okay. Successes all around. So for you, just trying to like sort of improve the crew's standing. I mean, you meet with success.
3 of them.
3 of them.
3 success.
You're not necessarily able to drum up any work, but you're able to kind of like. You're just back in your element of like buying drinks for people and just like telling stories and like just hanging out and stuff.
Being the life of the party.
And it definitely seems to liven up the whole place as you're sort of in the full swing of it and stuff.
Haas, marketing manager of the Scumbag Space Group.
For yeah. So which you rolled Underworld and you rolled Streetwise?
Mm-hmm. And mine was 1 success.
So it's sort of one roll piggybacking off of the other. You both know a couple of places or a couple of people that like it's like if anybody in this town either knows Dev or has heard of him or knows somebody who would, like these are the people, these are the places we should go to. And as you're sort of swinging around, dodging Imperial patrols in the streets and running, talking to people at Spaceport and the grimier bars and or the people who would have use of a smuggler and stuff. You come up with kind of a couple of pieces of information. First is that Dev's not on the planet at the moment. He's doing a run for somebody.
He's off-world, being a worse Han Solo than somebody else.
From what they could gather, it's something back towards kind of more the core worlds. They don't really know what he's moving, whether it was legitimate or not, but he's not on Tatooine at the moment, at least as far as I know. The other thing you guys start to pick up is rumors that the Imperials have been asking a lot of questions around town about a Corellian Hawk 1000 model light freighter that they think might be operating in the area, and they want to know if anybody's seen it.
Don't we drive one of those? Oh.
Yeah. Oh, great. They're on to us.
Well,
anyway,
Scorpion. just like spaceport personnel and stuff.
You're just like, we're just talking to some dude who's like, the Imperials haven't asked about this one ship. We just quick draw shoot the guy and take over. He's just filling us in, and we fucking murder him.
They don't. Yeah, nobody really knows, at least to the moment, why they're looking for that ship. But they've started asking, putting some feelers out and whatnot.
Well, we should probably get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think it's in our best interest to stay on Tatooine long term.
Unlikely.
Are there any other scummy planets that we can have a horrible...
There's a whole outer rim full of them. Is there another cache somewhere in the outer rim? Are they all in the outer rim?
They're not all in the outer rim, but there would be more in the outer rim.
What is the next... I assume it's not super close, because there's none right around Tatooine. What's the next closest outer rim cache? We could try and go and hit that.
Yeah. It'd be probably a couple days out. It's not going to be it's not quite like the other one. It seems to be on a inhabited world. It seems to be like a colony world.
Okay.
But there's another. That's the next closest.
If I can't ask Dev to tell me someone who isn't worthless to go and talk to about what wizards do, then I might just have to go to the wizards' treasure boxes and find out what wizards do.
That could be a thing.
Could be lucrative too. You might find
track down some followers of this hokey religion.
Yeah, these people who like to go force it.
Force it.
Let's force it. May you force it.
Join with the promise of a laser sword.
Now that's a religion I can get. Because I don't want to be in front of the religion with a laser sword.
I would like to be several hundred yards back behind the
laser sword religion.
if possible.